Hello, welcome back to the channel of Nonsense and the 2025 Yamaha Tracer 7, or as I like to call it, the Road Tenere. Doesn't it look quite cool? Now, I've always said that the easiest way to fall in love is with flowers, a box of chocolate, sometimes chloroform, but for motorbikes, the easiest way to fall in love with biking and or a motorbike is to take it sports touring, which is exactly what this is designed for. So, this is £8,800 as it sits here. It's not the GT model with the fancier seat, screen, luggage and other bits and pieces. This is the base Tracer 7. But look at this. It's now got upside down forks for the first time. Radial calipers. The CP2 engine, pretty much unchanged, 73 horsepower. A new swing arms, asymmetrical. It's got a stiffer frame. Some Michelin Road 6 GT tyres, proper sports touring rubber. Lovely two-piece seat with a step there. You can now get it with an up-down quick shifter blipper because it's now got Yamaha's chip-controlled throttle, which is easy to say. This one hasn't got the shifter though. Yamaha's current switchgear, lovely jubbly, and riding modes now. So it's got different power modes, just like the Tenere 700. So let's take it for my first ride. I'm riding at home from Yamaha. Look, little screen, you flip that handle, and then go doosh. And then you lock it back like that. It actually works up or down for me, which is a complete rarity. But anyway, should we get on with it? Take it for a ride. Very much the same fundamentals as the 2025 Tenere 700, which I've bought if you follow the channel. So CP2 engine, now ride-by-wire. I guess this really is aimed at anyone from an experienced rider who wants a low-cost sports touring toy to new riders, and I think it's just already a great fit for new riders who actually want to use their bikes. Yes, an MT-07 is cool and you'll get kids with hoodies like flicking gang signs up at you in appreciation. But the Tracer 7 is a motorbike that wants to be used, it wants to be toured, it wants to be taken far away, it wants to head to the Alps and just escape, and that really is what bikes are all about, isn't it? Escapism. Whether that's escaping from the constant mental torment of existing on this planet with some kind of understanding of what's going on in the world, or just escaping in the summer to the Alps, to the mountains, scratching on hairpins, frolicking in the foothills of the Apennines, or whatever. And a motorbike that's upright, comfortable, has weather protection, an adjustable screen, the option to fit heated grips, standard fit cruise control, sounds like a pretty good deal to me. And yeah, in the 10 miles that I've ridden this bike, I can already tell you that it's pretty great. That CP2 engine, it is just punchy, it's tractable. Most importantly though, it's forgiving. It's forgiving. If you kind of accidentally stop in second gear, you can pull away in second gear. You can lug it in third or fourth around town. You're not always having to dance on the gearbox like some other low capacity bikes. Low capacity, 690cc is not really low capacity, is it? But you know what I mean. But yeah, it's good to see Yamaha has given the Tracer 7 some proper cycle parts this year. So things like preload adjustable shock. I think it's preload and rebound adjust on the forks. I might be wrong there, I can't remember. But it's got proper upside down forks, which just look the part. The previous Tracer 7 had right way up forks, and no matter how little difference there'll be in day-to-day riding, they don't look as cool. They don't look as premium. And I think, you know, when you're buying a bike, even if you're spending what is ostensibly not much, I think $8,800 is quite a lot of money still, you want it to feel and look good. So it's good that they've done it. It's got the Droid 2 design language. I think it's meant to look a bit roboty, and I think it certainly does. You've got full LED lights, like that absolute twazzock in a Lexus, going the other way with his full beams on, or her full beams on. But yeah, let's go and stretch the electronic throttle chip a little bit, weird phrase, and razz it up this hill past this BMW 2 Series Active Tourer. A fine hire car if ever I saw one. Third gear overtake up a hill. There we go, up to 60. So yeah, it's got mumbo. It's got some real pull on it. I really like it. It's 203 kilos, ready to ride, I believe. The GT model's a little bit more. That comes with hard cases that can each fit a full face helmet. I think they're 30-litre hard panniers, and the option to whack a top box on. So yeah, obviously this is very closely related to the MT-07, but it's got a new stiffer frame for more mid-corner stability while still being agile. And the frame is, I think it's 500 grams heavier than the MT-07s, because they've had to put luggage mounting points on this so you can properly use it. But just hacking down here initially on a bumpy, crappy road, this is a thing of agile wonder. It's really nice. It's not got too flighty a front end. The brakes are not too sharp, but they are very strong, much stronger than the sliding calipers, the Brembos on my Tracer. My Tenere 700. The brakes are much stronger than on my Tenere 700, which is more set up for off-roading, obviously. The ride on this at the moment is on the firm side of things, but it's not jarring. It's giving me confidence even in these slimy conditions. A lot of that will be down to the tyres. Those Michelin GTs, what are they? I've forgotten already. Road GTs. They're designed to work in the wet, in the cold. They're not relying on fast riding to get up to temperature, so they will work more of the time for more people on the road. So yeah, it's a lovely package. I like it. So got a mode button here that will let you very quickly switch between some preset modes, so street, sport and custom. And in those modes, basically all you can really tweak is the throttle response and the traction control. So it's not like you're adjusting the suspension or anything like that. There's no way to remove the anti-wheelie unless you turn all the rider aids off, which you can do in the menus quite easily. So it looks nice. It's got that dash A, you can connect your phone to it as usual. Modern Yamahas, I tend not to do that because it's, I don't know, I just don't find it that useful. And you can see fuel range, you've got fuel gauge as well. The tank has got bigger for this year. We're up to 18 litres from 17 litres now. So you should be able to get, I think it's about 160 miles out of a tank on this, though I reckon it's going to be more than that, because this CP2 motor tends to do 70 mpg-ish if you're not fully on it the whole time. But yeah, I'm mostly amazed that this screen at 6'3" works in both positions for me. Often in high position screens just buffet me, but I'm quite enjoying that because it's cold and I'm not wearing very much. I can actually feel the difference temperature wise in my body between having that up and down. So yeah, I like the fact it's got standard cruise control. The only things I'd really want to add for touring is heated grips, probably. Heated grips, stick some soft luggage on it, and go and have the best time you can have on a motorbike, which is getting off the Eurotunnel on a comfortable bike, bashing out some miles before bashing some croissants, corners and gendarmerie. What a thing, £8,800. Don't you know how much more expensive it's got over the old one? It almost certainly has, but then so have your energy bills and everything else because of inflation. So I'll do a full review of this in a couple of weeks. I'm just sleeping with it for a couple of weeks to get used to it. I will report back, but we'll be talking about things about how it's got a longer swing arm than before, and how the handlebars are a bit higher and a bit wider as well than the previous Tracer 7, which, full disclosure, I never rode. So I'm kind of approaching this as a, would I tour on this? Would I take this around Europe? And having just hacked it down a bit of a B road and done a bit of 70 miles an hour stuff off camera, I can confidently say this is a very good motorbike at doing pretty much everything. It's just got lovely neutral handling, no dynamic foibles, those brakes are great, and that CP2 engine is just a real peach. It's got some lovely induction noise as well. Obviously it's easy to ride as well, nice light clutch. It's got bar muffs as standard, so your hands are going to stay a bit warmer than they would otherwise as well. It's nice that this is really just the entry point to the Tracer range. It doesn't get more basic in Tracerland than this bike, and it's got all the stuff you need, apart from heated grips. but no one gives you them for free, let's be honest. So yeah, I guess rivals wise, this is going up against the Tiger Sport 660, another bike that I really enjoy riding. And I think without riding them back to back, it's going to be really hard to call. But it just depends if you love the slightly naughtier, torquey nature of the parallel twin trying to pick the front wheel up, or the triple of the Triumph. And I would hand it to this already based on the dashboard, because it hasn't got the Triumph dashboard. Sorry, Triumph. Yeah, fit and finish feels very good. This is made in France. This is made in Saint Quentin, where the European Tenere 700s are made as well. So it's designed in Europe, this, and made in Europe. So it's a very European motorcycle. They've sold 60,000 of these so far. The Tracer 7s of all generations, and as I said, you go from this up to the Tracer 9, and then they've now got the 9 GT and all the rest of it. And if you want the Tracer 7 GT, which has got a thicker, more comfortable seat, a bigger screen, and the luggage, and I think a remote preload adjuster and some slightly different foot pegs and other bits and bobs, that's just over £10,000. So yeah, you're looking at about 1,500, quid uplift for that, and that comes with a centre stand as well, I believe. So yeah, you've got some good choices. I guess by the time you're spending over 10 grand on the Tracer 7 GT, you might be close to basic Tracer 9 money. Rode the Tracer 9 GT Plus earlier this year, the one with the automatic gearbox and LED matrix headlights and stuff. Really like that, really like that engine. But on the road, I'm starting to be a bit of a convert to this CP2, certainly when you're not trying to break all the speed limits and get a bit more fuel economy. It's got some character, it's certainly got some wallop as well. It's rather lovely. On the right here we have Venhill, makers of brake lines and things like that, based in Dorking. Lovely town, Dorking. I'm trying to hire a pub to get married in a couple of years' time, but I don't know if they want my business. They're being a bit funny about it, but yeah. Oh, shall I give you the tour of Dorking? I probably shouldn't give you the tour of Dorking. There's a fish and chip shop there. There's a really good bicycle, as in push bike cafe / shop, just down there, called Clunkers with a Z, because they're cool. Some of the best coffee in Dorking, apparently. I don't drink coffee, so I wouldn't know. Or tea. I don't like hot drinks, I burn my tongue. Yeah. Oh yeah. I just love this engine around town, because you can just get up to third at 20 miles an hour and just relax. And if you need to accelerate, it will still charge forward. Might be a bit nicer to the bike to do that in second, but it does work. Pet shop, where my children like going and looking at the freezer full of dried mice and rats to feed snakes. They're weird, my children. This is a road that's full of antique shops where they film cars pulling out on people, and various TV shows about antiques. I think David Dickinson is buried here. Is he dead? I can't remember. There's a good model shop up here with a Nazi railway gun in the window. And some other, she's going to think I'm filming her. I'm not. I'm looking at the Lancaster bomb, my love, sorry. Anyway, first impressions of the Tracer 7 are a lovely all-round thing that's actually quite exciting to ride, and feels like a grown-up bike, but not in the boring way. It feels like kind of bike that's going to tempt you onto the ferry, on some Spanish tarmac, what have you, and do it all. And that CP2 engine obviously is the most reliable motorbike engine that's ever made. I don't know, I don't have a source for that, but apparently it's true. Anyway, I'm going to go to the gym. Oh good, we've got a new phone fixing shop. That is just what we needed. Do you also have bongs in the window like last one? Oh god, what a waste of... Ugh. Could have been a nice tea room. Actually, we've got 20 of those as well. Sorry, I hate long goodbyes. Goodbye.